Here's why Egypt, Algeria and Indonesia pulled out of Su-35 deal. Three nations, Algeria, Egypt and Indonesia, have pulled out of Su-35 fighter jet deals, with Russia having substantial financial setbacks to Sukhoi Design Bureau. Su-35's radar and IRST components are imported from Seoul Semiconductor, which is under sanction by the US. Hence Seoul Semiconductor cannot export any semiconductors to Russia, making it impossible for Russia to manufacture Irbis-E radar. Let's look at the Russian Su-35 fighter jet. The Su-35 takes the title by a long shot. It's marketed as world-beating, something it doesn't come close to. Irbis-E radar. Despite being marketed as 4++ generation, Su-35 has the least capable avionics suite among its competitors. It's the only major fourth-generation aircraft without an AESA radar or any form of sensor fusion. The Irbis-E is marketed as having a 350 km range against 3 square meters targets, while in reality, that's only in search in a tiny field of view FOV. What's rarely stated is that range shrinks down to 200 km in normal volume search. More importantly, Su-35's radar has a maximum targeting range of 250 km, even for a large commercial aircraft as a target. Indian Air Force also released Irbis-E's flight test video where it allegedly detected a single target from 268 km, but couldn't get a track until 100 km, all the while having just a single target to track. This shows just how misleading the 350 km range figure is in the real world. Su-35's radar can't engage a destroyer beyond 100 km in air-to-ground mode, and an aircraft carrier beyond 200 km. Compared to F-16V's, APG-83 radar can track a target at a 370 km range with high-resolution SAR maps. In addition to already poor performance, Irbis-E is vulnerable to jamming by modern EW suites owing to a smaller bandwidth, which you can tell from inferior SAR resolution. Combined with substantially short-ranged missiles Su-35 was at a significant disadvantage in BVR combat. Especially against an adversary with a capable AESA radar offering not only the superior range, but also being highly resistant to DRFM jamming from Su-35's L-175V Kibani. OLS-35 IRST. The OLS-35, marketed and advertised as anti-stealth, is the least capable IRST on any modern fighter as OLS-35 uses a non-imaging IR sensor, which you can tell from the number of targets it can track, and that's just 4 targets. An imaging IR sensor allows you to track in double or triple digits, such as Eurofighter Typhoon's Pirate sensor can track 500 targets. Less capable armaments. The Su-35 is marketed as having beyond visual range combat capability. What's often ignored is that Su-35s are 73M or are 74 lacks an imaging IR seeker, being restricted to 60 degrees off boresight compared to Western counterparts, AIM-9X, Osram, Python 4, having greater than 90 degrees off boresight angle along with much better IRCMs and clutter rejection. Off-boresight missiles play a far more significant role than raw kinematic performance in today's visual combat. It's similar to BVR missiles. AIM-120D and Meteor have over 90% greater threat envelope and significantly better ECCMs than AIR-77. This is before you realize that most Su-35 fly with older IR and semi-active variants of AIR-27 because AIR-77 is in short supply. Lack of armament puts Su-35 at a significant disadvantage. The AIR-77 was why the Indian Air Force lost the Kashmir conflict against Pakistani F-16C. Russia used older generation Su-24 and Su-25 in Syria, because the newly built Su-35 lacks GLONASS-guided precision strike capability. To Russia, the Su-35 is the most capable fighter in their inventory. But Su-35 is not on the same level as today's F-15EX, F-16V, Super Hornet, Eurofighter Typhoon, Gripen E, and Su-35 is definitely an inferior aircraft in modern standard. Conclusion. Many fourth-generation aircraft have some aspect of them hyped up to a degree, but none comes close to the extent of hype with Su-35 and the flanker family in general. Look beneath the Russian propaganda, and they don't excel anywhere outside, maybe in Russian air shows. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.